Because games that deserve a chance to let their full potential get realized don't get that chance because there's a lot of weirdos on YouTube with dumbass takes. The game is not perfect. Yeah, you can say that the game is not perfect. It's fucking far from it. Is the best thing ever made? Hell no. Mission variety still needs to increase. Enemy variety is legit lame. It is legit lame. The story. The story is not ass, but you can tell every section that was rushed. And I mean, you can tell every section that was rushed. And that was the main problem with the Batman and the Superman interaction. They were rushed. Neither one of them got the treatment that Flash or Green Lantern got. True enough, like in the squad, the character. Yeah, I would have made a different call on the core characters. I love Boomerang's personality. Annoying as hell, but love his personality. But as far as seeing him in Harley and Deadshot out here fighting people like Superman is just ridiculous. King Shark is the only real superpowered individual on the team, and that's even now with the Joker DLC. They could have made a way better choice with the characters instead of going off of what James Gunn made people like. And that's the problem. They picked characters that James Gunn made people like, thinking that we always wanted to see them. No. No. We don't. I'm gonna just be honest, we don't. Captain Boomerang could have completely been left out here for somebody more interesting. We have people with actual powers, man. I could have put Killer Frost in this thing. Like there's so many other choices of like legit powered people that would have made more sense fighting against the Justice League. And not, you know, a group of regular people and one superpowered retarded shark. Excuse me, can I even say retarded? Yeah. Mentally challenged. Let's put it like that. But like the game it's not terrible. It's not terrible. But I understand it's not for everyone. No game is for everyone. That's just how that works. Demographics are a thing. Like this game is not for everybody, and it's not supposed to be. But claiming it's the worst thing ever is just trash. It's a trash take because it's not. They obviously, and I mean obviously, put crazy work into these animations. Look at this shit right quick. Look at that. Look at that animation. Look at these animations, man. Look at that. Like the animations are solid. The character models are solid. Graphically, this game looks nice. Metropolis isn't nice looking, but the character models and such. Oh yeah. This is legit one of the biggest like cases of a mixed bag when it comes to gaming. But all of the hate on Rocksteady for making this game is completely ass. What? So y'all wanted them to just keep making fucking games about just the Bat family? No. No. Nobody wants to keep playing games about the Bat family. You don't. Hell, you want the Bat family in here? Hell, support it. Get Red Hood in this thing. Start spreading that around. Shit. Start saying things that actually help the game grow instead of doing things and saying things that's gonna make the game fall into obscurity, as some of these clowns say. Or they just outright curse the community. Like, y'all shame people for liking the game. Y'all got these little clowns in everybody comments calling people saying people are coping, using copium, that dumbass statement, and all of that shit, just because they enjoy a game that somebody's favorite YouTuber doesn't like. When it's guaranteed, if that same YouTuber turns around and say they like it, so will their whole fan base. And so will all of the channels that's trying to emulate or copy them. They're going to do the same thing. They're going to be like, oh, Suicide Squad's actually great now. Oh, it's a good time to jump back in. It's a natural YouTube thing. Penguin Zero said it best. He said it best. The game is not the worst thing out there. It is not the most terrible thing in the world like everybody's trying to make it seem. It's not. It's not perfect. It's borderline not even great. It's barely getting out of the good category in certain areas. The best thing this game has going for it, character models, animations, movement, gunplay. But to make that bold claim, like, oh, it's the worst story ever made, it's not. The first half of this story for this game is 100% gas. They had a direction. Then all of a sudden, shit just went bad. That's the best way to put it. It went bad. Like, they just went left and rushed all of the stuff that, you know, we actually wanted to see. Like, Batman should have had more screen time than Green Lantern, should have had way more screen time than Flash. Seeing as how you got Joker DLC, you got Deadshot and Harley Quinn. Why isn't he interacting against the Squad more often? And his takedown of the Squad, I guess everybody missed that part in the story where Batman just successfully dropped everybody in the Squad in seconds. But people still say he got disrespected because he lost to the Squad. It's like people forget that Batman isn't fucking bulletproof just because the comics made this man OP. People disrespect Batman to never lose or never die in a situation. Batman isn't bulletproof. Batman can get overpowered by more than one person, just like any of these other fucking heroes. He's not perfect. So complaining that, oh, they killed Batman with a gun, Harley shot Batman when he was sitting on the bench. The context, he was already shot to hell. He was already shot to shit. The dude was bleeding damn near from every orifice. He was already shot to shit. She sat him on the bench, popped him. Okay, what's the problem? Superman got did dirtier than that, and people complain about the Batman thing, and that's just dick riding to me. Anyway, that's just dick riding. Superman got fucking held off by Wonder Woman, and it's like, in no reality would that happen. But people complain about, oh, Batman got shot by Harley Quinn when he was sitting on a bench. Get over it. Get the fuck over it. It's a dumbass complaint. It's a bogus complaint. It's like everybody that cries because Peter fucking lost the scuffle with Miles Morales for a short while in Spider-Man 2. It's like, so what? Your favorite character can lose. Doesn't have to be a way you like, but hey, they can lose. Get over it. It's not that serious. There are other things that certainly deserve more complaints than a character death that you don't agree with. Like, really. Talk about how it was rushed. Don't talk about the fact that Batman got shot. Oh, Arkham Batman would have did this. Arkham Batman would have did this. Yeah, in his right headspace, he would have done that. Controlled by Brainiac. He's not thinking like Bruce. He's not himself. It's like, I don't understand what is hard to grasp about that. Yes, Bruce Wayne, Batman from the Arkham games, is a damn beast. But in those same goddamn games, he has every gadget for every occasion, and throughout the games, he earns gadgets to get him through certain situations. because without those gadgets, he wouldn't be fucking able to. So is it really too far-fetched to say that a Batman with standard equipment didn't even have the same fucking armor on from Arkham Knight? It's like, so is it really far-fetched to say Batman with standard ass equipment would lose against 4 motherfuckers with guns when he doesn't have the fucking advantage of thinking for himself and getting his proper tools by calling in Alfred for a fucking airdrop like in the Arkham games? It's like, get over yourself. Arkham was tailored completely to Batman, the Batman experience. Yes, they're gonna make Batman the best thing walking. That's how that's supposed to be. This game isn't about kissing Batman's ass, man. It's about fun with friends, and that's what the fucking game is. Fun. It doesn't need to be perfect. Not every game needs to be perfect. Not every game needs to be Spider-Man, Batman, God of War. We don't always need games like that. Some games, dumb fun is just fine. Dumb fun is just fine. But I can't by all right sit here and act like this game is fucking perfect. Jesus. It's not. Like, I've done this shit right here so many times. It's just emotion now. But I will never get tired figuring out good builds, good ways to just tear Metropolis apart. Like, bro, the real of throwing a fucking grenade with Joker, and that shit blows up like 3 or 4 fucking street blocks that you were nowhere close to. Beautiful work. It's beautiful work. It is beautiful work. No game is perfect. None. So stop expecting this to be. If you couldn't tell from videos and gameplay that this is going to be a different experience, you're a fucking clown. If you need your favorite YouTuber to decide for you whether a game is worth buying, you're a clown and you're not a real gamer. Because there's by no means any way in hell someone should be able to make your mind up for you. You're an individual. Half of the buffs hating on this game are just reiterating the same statements over and over that people have said. There are plenty of things to like about this, and plenty of things to hate. Hell yeah. I will never fully defend this game because it can't be fully defended. It cannot be. There were a lot of corporate ass decisions in this, like a lot. And they're not even good corporate decisions that blend well. They're just like the lowest attempt to make money. But that's just a practice we got to get used to in these games. We shouldn't have to, but we need to. Because complaining about microtransactions while wanting a lot of DLC is kind of goofy. Because how the fuck they gonna fund it if they only make money off the sale that they got when the game released? Oh, I want the game to have this, and I want the game to have this, and while simultaneously telling people don't buy it. Make that shit make sense. Why would they invest everything you want into it if you're openly telling people don't support the game? You want them to support some shit while telling people not to support it. That's goofy. It's goofy and it doesn't make sense to me, at least. To me, I'm a firm believer that every game deserves a chance.
How low can I go?
Every game deserves a chance, and I thoroughly believe that everybody should experience things for themselves instead of letting a video on YouTube decide for them whether they should buy it or not, or try it or not. You think for yourself. A YouTube video at the end of the day It's just somebody's opinion. It's nowhere near facts. Even this is not facts. You're free to hate or like what you want. But don't be ashamed of liking something just because your favorite YouTuber doesn't like it. Or because the majority doesn't like it. Don't think you have to fall into that bandwagon. Oh, Suicide Squad, that game is a joke. That game is trash. Oh, the Joker, more like the giggler, more like the drinker. It's like, stop that lame ass shit. Like y'all have never seen different versions of the Joker. Like, it's goofy. It's stupid. Everybody's acting like this is the first time they seen different versions of characters that they like, when the multiverse existed before this fucking game did. Oh, people see Joker and they cry about the design like we didn't watch Arkham Joker burn to a damn crisp. So what are they supposed to do? Bring his ashes into play? You can run around like a fucking dust cloud with clown makeup on? It's goofy. It's goofy. Now, I do think that the villain synergy weapons, they probably should have been, like, those villains should have been in-game. Bane could have easily been playable, like, easily. Black Mask, it's like, all, like, Black Mask could have been at the headquarters, or at least somewhere in the story. I do think they're wasting a lot of their potential by relegating some of these villains to just synergy weapons. But you can't win everything. They need to introduce like things like criticisms that help the game. Introduce more weapon types. There's a lot of people in DC that use unorthodox ass weapons. Boomerang is no shit by this point. Boomerang should have a ranged option for boomerangs outside of his melee attack. Deadshot should have a ranged option for his wrist guns without it being a melee attack. King Shark makes sense swinging his weapons. Harley makes sense swinging her hammer. Certain decisions like that, game design decisions are the real issue with Suicide Squad. It's not because they don't give a fuck or Rocksteady is dead, which is the dumbest damn statement I have really seen on YouTube, is that Rocksteady is dead. No, Rocksteady is not dead. They're trying something new. You don't have to like it. But what's the point in bashing it? Because it's not like XY that they used to make. And gamers are so like fickle and phony. Like, it's like when somebody repeatedly makes something, the game community gets tired of it. But then when they try something different, the game community gets mad because they're not getting the same old thing that they're tired of. I can't wrap my head around it. I cannot wrap my head around it because it doesn't make fucking sense. But anyway, you know, that's just my thoughts on it. It's a goofy topic. It's a goofy thing to complain about. And everybody claiming that this is the worst game ever made is a fucking lie. It's a fucking lie. If you really go to Angry Joe Show to get your game reviews and you believe that what he's saying is what's legit, when the dude legit plays up hating shit to the max just reviews, no. Joe hasn't been a good reviewer in a while now. Going off his reviews would be the worst decision you would make. He used to be fair. He used to give it a fair shake. Anything he gave a review to got a fair shake. But now it's just what the public opinion is. Oh, it's trash. Oh, Joker 1 DLC is a disaster. It's like, no, it's not. It's not perfect, but it's not a disaster. It brought content. Did it bring content that everybody would have liked it to bring? No. But it did bring content. Then you got people like Luke Stevens. I love the guy. His videos are great. Been watching his videos for a while now, like years. And hey, dude is good. Dude is good. Luke is great. Now, if you want a reviewer to watch Luke. Luke Stevens is fucking fantastic. Watch Penguin Zero. Watch Crib. He's great. I admire the dude. Idolize the dude. Never met him before. Dude probably doesn't even know I exist. But Penguin Zero is fucking fantastic, man. I love the guy. Anything that guy does is golden. Like, watch people like that. They give shit a fair shake. Luke may have his quote unquote, and I seen in like some of his comments, like basic level investigation on games and understanding of certain things. Hey, that's fine. Nobody's asked them to pick this shit piece by piece. But he still gives it a fair shake. He'll let you know when things are disappointing. He'll let you know when things are good. But he's not just gonna sit there objectively say, oh, it's the worst game ever made. Because he knows it's not. We all know it's not. But that's what gets clicks. That's what makes games die, is when you got people spreading the false narratives that it's the worst thing ever made, all because that's what's gonna get them the most views. And I hope this game gets more DLC. I hope it gets more support. I hope they at least give us the 4 seasons that they leak, that they reveal. They don't have to do more than that. They can call it after that, especially if it's not doing any better sales-wise or reception-wise. But what would really help Rocksteady in this Suicide Squad game is simple. Bro, give us fucking story updates. Even Marvel's Avengers had enough respect to give us story missions related to the character. And that game was something else. That's the best way to put that, goddamn. I'm gonna just leave that where it is. That game is something else. Like, those are the things that are really helping us. If you're gonna bring new characters into this game, really make it new. Like, showing us a snippet of Joker getting caught in a not animated fucking slideshow of Joker getting caught by Brainiac and trying to break out is whack. Y'all could have let us play that. We could have played as Joker, fighting Brainiac's forces, doing missions in his Elseworlds, and then getting caught by Brainiac. And then switch to Deadshot, Harley, Boomerang, King Shark with a briefing to go rescue Joker. That way we have an understanding of how he plays, and we get more story content. Have Joker interact with Harley. That is a wasted character opportunity on both ends. You can show Harley's growth, and you can show how this Joker is different. Just giving the impression that you guys are giving with this Joker is knockoff vibes. And that's not to me. That's the community feeling, is like knockoff vibes. That could have easily been rectified with small decisions in the studio as far as giving him actual story cutscenes and make him actually relevant as a character after the DLC drop. Maybe that's the plan with later seasons, to add more story with the DLC characters involved, or I don't know. But it was a missed opportunity. It was framed in, in the behind the scenes footage they were showing us before the game released, the development process, all that whoop-de-whoop, whatnot. The Insider. In the Insider, it was framed as though Joker was gonna have his own story. But that was far from the case. We got a comic book style character fucking video and some very, very oddly written cutscenes. When the small things that matter didn't get done. Brought more guns to the game, but they're all still the same tired gun types. Bring new guns and gun types. Give us rocket launchers and grenade launchers. Like where's all the good shit? Not these little weird sawed-off shotguns, man. Like, where's all that good shit? Like, people in the DC universe use bow and arrows, umbrellas and shit, for God's sakes. Like, where are the wild, cool comic book weapons and not just the real life shoot 'em up? Those are my type of complaints. You got a world here that's part of the Arkhamverse, but is majority a multiversal tale, and you're being as basic with it as you could. That's my complaint. You have limitless potential. This game being multiversal. Relegating it to just being connected to the Arkhamverse was a bad move. You could have easily just said this is in its own. It's in its own universe. Your game takes place in the multiverse. Could have used Arkhamverse elements without pinning the game to be part of the Arkhamverse. That's the whole point of a fucking multiverse. You got so much you can draw from. You can still have that Arkham connection without banking on it to make your sales. I'm not gonna lie to y'all, I apologize for all that rambling. My mind just went all over the place. There's no script written or none of that garbage that people do. Hey, it's off the head. I was just sitting here about to play this, and I was like, you know what? Let me just say some shit. Let me just say some shit. But you know, that's all. I ain't even about to hold y'all up, man. Just think for yourself. Give shit a fair shake. And come with valid criticisms with your complaints. Otherwise, just shut up. Nobody wants to hear a grown-ass man cry because his favorite video game isn't like a Batman. Like, it is like, just shut up. Just don't be like those people. Give shit a chance. Be like Penguin Zero. Be like Moist. I know it sounds like I'm dick riding him, and I probably ain't that man as good. Damn, just ease the fuck up. It's not that serious, man. It's really not. We have games that people call masterpieces that are legit flawed. Fucking Spider-Man 2, both of the God of War games. They're flawed as fuck, but that gets overlooked because everybody has a hard dick for Kratos. It's things like that that just confuse me. Like fucking Kratos sees a damn chest on the other side of a pile of rocks, and you gotta run halfway across the fucking map and double back after unlocking a new weapon later on in the story just to go open this chest, when Kratos could just hop over the shit. This is Kratos. He could punch that shit and it would break. He could jump. Hell, me casually as the gamer look at some of that shit and I was like, man, I could climb over that. But that's not the case. No, we gotta do the goose chase. We gotta go around. We gotta put the leg work in. Because you know what? Some developers actually want you to, they want you to play the game. They want to give you a different experience. Kratos back in the day would have jumped over that shit with a double jump. It's old Kratos. No, it's a more intimate experience. It's more grounded. It's not cartoonishly violent and shit like that. And you know, that's the case here. It's like, this is different from Arkham. It doesn't even have the same gritty, realistic look. It has an arcadey, cartoonish look, but people still want to take it as serious as an Arkham game and mad because it's not. While not fully explaining why it's subjectively bad. Everybody else complaining about the game being bad or dead on arrival because it's a live service are the same people dig riding Helldivers, and that game is a live service. I didn't see Helldivers get the same treatment. The game got shitted on because Rocksteady made something that wasn't that bad. That's what that is. That's all that is. All right, I'm gonna shut the hell up now. Deuces.